Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. Today we're going to talk about the safety features of the new GR Supra. And there's a lot of technology on here. In fact, that's one place where it really distinctive from the C7 and even C8. It just does not have those advanced safety technologies. So let's go through all of them. I'll tell you if they're good or bad. And I'm going to show you how they work here. Now, the sensors that the Supra uses is the radar right here in the lower front bumper. And then it has a camera, front-facing camera, right above the rear view mirror. And it even has the froster vents in front of the lens for those bad weather days. What you're going to want to do is change the vibration intensity of the steering wheel for when the system gives you alerts. And to do that, you're going to go under My Vehicle, Vehicle Settings, scroll down to Steering Wheel Vibration, and then I would suggest putting it on light. This, you can barely feel anything through the wheel. If it's on strong, it really makes a noticeable vibration in the steering wheel. Do this first and the system won't nearly annoy you as much. A lot of people complain about the safety systems in modern vehicles. Well, at least in the Supra, it gives you the option to turn most of these off or at least customize them to be less obtrusive. So lots of choices here. You just have to learn how to use the menus, which I've shown you in past videos. But yeah, it all becomes less annoying if you learn how to use the system. You can turn everything off by pressing and holding down the safety system button for 3 seconds, and it will turn everything off. But it is a quick thing to turn everything on or go down to customized, and then again, the all off is holding down that button. So if you want to have that steering intervention on, just turn it all on, and then if it's annoying you, go down to customize and it'll turn that part off the way I have it set up. So right now, I don't have anyone in front of me, but the adaptive cruise is set for 45, which is a speed limit, and it'll maintain 45, just like any normal cruise control system. It's a button on the steering wheel that you just activate. In order to adjust the speeds, there is a toggle on the steering wheel. If you press it all the way up, it'll increase to 5 miles per hour, so it goes to 50. You can also increase or decrease by single digits by just a short push up or down of that toggle switch. You can increase and decrease the distance of the car in front of you with the buttons on the steering wheel. There's one for increasing, the top one, and the bottom one decreases it. This is helpful if you don't want to get too close to someone traveling on a highway for stones and things like that. And also, if in traffic, you probably want it closer stop and go traffic because you don't want people cutting in front of you. But for right now, we're on the highway and everything is in the standard mode, all on. And you can see the steering intervention is pushing me back into the center of the lane. Now, it can get aggressive sometimes. See, that was fairly aggressive. It turned fairly aggressive, but it does actually keep you in the lane. It does not let you go over. This can be annoying at times if you're not expecting it. And this is a little bend here. And actually, I've let it hit the line lanes too much in too short a time, and it gave me a warning, keep in lane. So, and then now it says repeated lane departure. So, gives you a warning on the screen. Now we're in just a 2-lane road, and again, those double yellows, it'll kick you back. Now, to be honest, I don't normally keep it on, especially if I'm doing back roads or curvy roads because I just don't want that. But on the highway, it is a nice feature in case you get a little distracted or something. It will keep you in lane. Alright, so we talked about the lane keep. Let me show you now how to disable it. And there's a custom setting you can do. Just press that same safety button and you can go on to customized. And in order to customize those settings, first you have to go to the customization menu. Now the lane keep you can turn off or reduced. Reduced really does help as far as how much it intervenes. You basically have to be right on the line or just over for it to intervene. That's not a bad setting, but if you don't want any intervention, you can turn it off. The blind spot monitor is really personal preference. It adjusts how close the person is before you'll see it in your side view mirrors. There's a little triangle that lights up. I have it on late because in traffic I like to know where I could squeeze in. But if you do more highway driving, you might want to do the medium. The frontal collision warning really doesn't activate too often, so I do keep that on the medium setting. But you could also increase that to early or even late. Now with the medium setting, it also will brake for you if there is a collision imminent. I have not experienced that yet, but I have received the warning. Alright, as we come on to this more traffic on this highway, I have the adaptive cruise on, and I have it set for 65, and it's slowing down for me because the car in front is only going around 49. So right now, this is my following distance, which is the closest. I can increase that, and it'll back away from that car in front. As you can see, it's getting farther away. There is a red traffic light ahead of us, so it's going to actually brake all the way down to a stop, which is very nice and a very nice feature. So we are stopped right now. The system does give you about 2 or 3 seconds before, if it would like to continue, but if not, it's going to ask you to push the button on the steering wheel or touch the accelerator to continue on. Now, the person in front of me changed lanes, and it picks up the other car in front of that car. Up, changing back into lanes. Nothing abrupt, just a slight slowdown. So it's very well integrated, the system. It's pretty smooth. Of course, you're always going to want to pay attention and make sure you're watching the car in front. So I do really like this tech. I, of course, work for Uber self-driving vehicles, so it is pretty neat to me. And I have to say, this is pretty well integrated. You just have to learn how the system works and be able to turn things off or dial things back if they are bothering you. Don't give up on the system when things can be tweaked. All right, there we had a case. I barely caught it, where we were stopped at 0 and then the car continued without me having to touch the resume or throttle pedal. So it will do it. It only gives you, I'd say, about 3 seconds of 0 mile an hour, but it will resume. Otherwise, it's not a big deal just to touch the resume button or throttle pedal to continue. And here we have again, stopping. We are at 0 right now, and we're going to continue. That was perfect. I was having trouble getting these clips earlier, but now I got 2 in a row. So again, didn't touch pedal or resume button, and it just continued on. So great feature. The only thing I wish is it gave you a little bit longer before having to touch a button or pedal. So guys, tell me in the comments below, what do you think of these systems? Do you use them? Do you have them in your cars? Do you turn them off? Overall, I think they are nice to have. It's not a must-have, but it is a nice feature to have, especially the adaptive cruise control, and especially if you do a lot of stop-and-go traffic. But even on the highway, it's nice as well. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, check out many more Supra videos on the channel. And, of course, follow me on Instagram and Facebook for the latest news on Car Guy 11 YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.